Hey, good afternoon, Cherie and Jody. This is Brayden from Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. Hey, as promised, just doing a virtual tour on our 2019 Holden Trailblazer LTZ sitting in front of me here. So a bit of an idea of just quickly who we are. So obviously Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. This is one of our two pre-owned vehicle yards. You can see our two-story showroom over the back there as well. This is probably the smaller of the two. We have about probably 50 to 60 cars here at any one time. Our other location at 235 Mulgrave Road. We house about probably 70 to 80 cars there at any one time as well. We've also got a Toyota and Lexus showrooms up the road there and spare parts departments there as well. So mate, look, like I said, the whole point of this virtual tour, I want to take you through the Trailblazer in as much detail as I can, any little sort of marks I can find. The whole works, I'm going to take you through it. It's got really good service history as well. Of course, it is driver weight, that 46,990 as well. So I'll take you right across the front here. So right down very, very bottom, look at your sensors down the front. You've got those all the way across. So again there on both sides. A couple of little small sort of stone chips, pretty commonplace on the front of these cars. So again, just there and there. If they are a concern for you, we can always look at getting those touched up for you. But again, I just want to be as absolutely transparent as I possibly can with you. So we'll just head over to the passenger side here. That's just a little bit of dirt. So forgive me, we did have a fair bit of crazy weather over the weekend as well. So apologies for a little bit of dirt on this. We get it re-detailed before we send it down to you. So again, just a tiny sort of scuff just underneath there. Again, if it is a concern, we can get that touched up for you. So right across the front guard here, very tidy. A little bit of a sort of scratch just there. Again, right on that very lip. Take you right across the bonnet as well. Looks very clean across there. And you end up over that windscreen there too. So again, apologies for the dirt. I want to give you a really, really good look at exactly what you're looking at. Right across the roof there for you too, those back windows. Now you do have a reverse camera tucked up underneath there as well. More parking sensors across the back, the four of them there, those ones. So a tiny sort of scuff there and on there, which is pretty common for people putting luggage in and out of the car as well. Don't stress about these ones, that's just a little bit of dirt across there. Again, that just comes right off of my finger. So fuel is on this side here, on the passenger side. Release is inside the car, I'll show you that once we jump in. There's awesome Ltz wheels on these as well, the alloys. They actually look pretty clean. I'm trying to find a little bit of chips or anything, but they look pretty good. Stacks of tread left on these guys too. Heaps of tread on those all-terrains. I'll just show you right up on those guards as well. You can see how well that's been looked after. Just super clean. Even right down the bodies of the car there. It's just really good lines. That's just a little bit of dirt. Same thing. Even right behind those handles. Just a tiny little scuff there. In fact, that's coming off of my finger. I reckon a bit of polish and that'll probably come out. I'll just show you right up on the inside of these doors. We're absolutely packed for cars at the moment, so it's a little bit tight, but we'll do our best. Inside of those handles there too. Been pretty well looked after, hey. So we've got the main entry. So no floor mats in this one. Any cars that do come in with the floor mats, we just leave them in, but this one's obviously been taken out. So you've got the two access handles to the back, so you've got that one there, which will just drop that forward, lift that up, and that'll give you full access to those rear seats, so it makes it heaps easier to climb in and out through here. And again to those back ones there, which I'll show you how they, I'll go around the back and show you how they open up. But that does fold down too, and give you a huge amount of flat storage space right across the back here too. And they just simply go back into place. So you can do that with that handle down here too. We've got the separator here in the middle with a couple of cup holders in there as well. Child anchor points on all three. You've got aircon vents in the very back and in the center row here with the controls and the fan speed there. So great for kids, awesome setup for kids. You've got a little accessory plug down there for them too. I'll just show you this passenger side here while we're here as well. A couple tiny little sort of fingernail marks in there, nothing too bad. So with the Colorados, with these new shape ones, on the front two doors, Colorados, Trailblazers, you name it, as soon as you open and close that door, that's going to open and close as well. It just makes it heaps easier to be able to take the pressure off the car when those doors open and close, so they'll do that automatically for you. Again, those same handles, just very, very clean. And that main entry. A little bit of scuffing on the entry here, but that's just where people sort of drag their boots jumping in and out. It's pretty common for most cars. You've got height adjustments, leather seats the whole way around, but height adjustments here too. So for short people like myself, you can crank that right up. Otherwise you can lower that down too. But you can see how well they've been looked after. Side. And across the dash there too. So no cracks or anything like that in the dash, very, very clean. You've got the solid handles here, as well as the actual grab handles, the drop down ones up top too. So really easy setup. While I've got you here, I'll actually just show this service history. So here we go. So originally serviced at June 2020 at 16,000 Ks. Serviced again at 31,000 Ks at March this year, and then by us in September when it first came here. So whenever the cars come in, if they're due for a service, we get them done. That's us. And yeah, just so that everything's sitting here is as fresh as it can be. So that's awesome service history. All your manuals and everything else is still in there. I'll just put that back in there as well. So close that up for you. Head around the back. So we've got the release for the boot just up under there. Open that up for you. So we gain massive amount of space in here, especially once those seats drop down. Really easy to access the two back seats, just that strap, and the headrests come up as well, just by hand. And you can see that from the other side there. And they pop back down, and put them back down again, just that same seat. So very, very easy. So seat belts, a little tiny bit of sort of wear there and there, obviously just for kids being in the back, things like that. And same on the other side there too, just a little bit of wear across those. But very common for these guys, whether you got storage in the back or kids in the back. So I just want to show you the inside of all these seats. Actually been pretty well looked after, hey, it's very tidy. There you go, just show under there as well. So we got that shade, so that just pops out, engages into that and that, and stops anything in the back here bouncing out, keeps a bit of sunlight hot off as well. You got little tie down points all through the rear here too, so up in there, up in here, another accessory plug there too. So absolutely heaps of functionality back here. Like I said, you've got the child anchor points there and there as well for those seats. And even right across that roof, just very clean. Super well looked after. And even inside that door, a little bit of sort of scuff there and there, but very clean otherwise. Take it right down this side as well. Just sort of a little bit of a scratch there, but nothing too bad at all. Right down to these wheels again. I love these LTZ wheels. They've done a very good job with them. So again, here's tread left on these all-terrains. I just want to show you all these guards as well. Right up under that suspension there too. There you go, very clean. Again, just sort of scuff there, a bit of a chip in the paint. Open that up with just enough room for you. Very clean. That's just the brochures we use for the cars. So no window thinning on this one as well. So we can organise that for you too. Keep a lot of that heat out. A little bit of sort of scuffing just on the inside there where those mounts are. I'll just lift that up for you too so you can see the inside of all these seats. Very clean. So last but not least, we'll just jump in this driver's side as well. I'll show you the inside of the car there. I'll get it fired up for you too. My reflection. So we'll jump inside. A couple of sort of nail scratches just on the inside of these handles there too. So we'll jump inside here. A couple little scratches there, quite possibly from watches and things like that. When people open the door having watches on their hands. Obviously the driver's side is the most high traffic area of the car, so a little bit sort of more wear and tear I guess. Again, same thing, just a couple little sort of scuffs just on that entry point. The actual floors, everything else is just very, very tidy. So electric adjustment for the driver's seat too, so you can actually raise that, twist it, adjust the back, everything all through that control down here. So we're going to jump in. I'll get it fired up for you. So just the one aftermarket key with this one, but it is all your central locking and that as well. There we go. So I'm going to start that up, get some aircon going because it's starting to get pretty hot here. There we go. So really easy setups in these guys, simple to use. We'll start from over here. So again, aircon control, so I'm just going to turn that up a little bit because it's pretty hot. But you got your temperature up on the right hand side there, you can crank that right down. AC and all the controls are where you want it. As we go a little bit lower, you got your parking sensors on the front and the back. We can actually turn those off if that beeping is annoying you, if you're sitting in your garage or in the car parks and things like that. Your downhill descents, your hazard lights, traction control, and your lane departure assist there too. So if you start to slowly drift off the road, that's actually going to beep and let you know and bring you back on the road. I'll just try and show you in that mirror. So you've also got a blind spot notification. There you go. So the two little pictures of the cars there. Try and show you with the finger. There we go. Those two there. So if anyone is in your blind spot, they're actually on both mirrors and they actually will light up and let you know as well. So really, really handy. Very, very safe. very, very handy safety features as far as they go. As far as your actual radio itself, so again, it is all touchscreen there too. We're currently on the FM and the AM setup. Press that home button, it's going to bring you back to everything else. So obviously your sounds are all in there, so Bluetooth, AUX, USBs, and of course the radio as well. Your phone setups are all in there, so your contacts, everything will be there too. Sat nav, we're going to click on that. You got your whole sat nav set up there as well. Again, all touchscreen. Really handy to use, really easy to use. As we go a little bit further down, I'm just going to put that into reverse. So that little camera at the back that I was telling you about, we've got that one there. And as I turn that steering wheel, you can see that adjust back and forth there as well. So really, really handy. That's just those sensors that I was saying about. You can turn them off in instances like this where it's quite annoying. You can actually see the rear of the bumper there too. So especially if you put a tow ball on and things like that, you can physically see the back of the car. That's what I love about it. It makes it real handy for backing up to items and getting closer and closer. But again, you got that prediction there as well. So really handy on that end of things. As soon as you turn the car back on and off, those sensors will reset for you too. So we'll chuck that back into park. Being the LTZ, you got your heated seats in the front too as well. So we've got one setting, two setting as those heated seats. That's my side, that's the passenger side. You got the rear AC control too. So if there's no kids in the back, you can turn that off. If you want that on, because the kids are in the back there, that'll start cranking that through there as well. So accessory plugs on both sides there. So heaps of functionality. Your actual full drive settings are down here too. So all you got to do is chuck that down into neutral. You can see that's on 2 high at the moment. We turn that across. It's going to flash a few times, come across to 4 high. Real good for dirt, gravel roads where you're sitting on 80Ks, 100Ks, things like that. You can then go across to your 4 low. So again, you're just going to be patient, let it do its thing. Once it's at the solid light, so we're now ready to go. You'll see up on here, see ECS, your traction controls, everything all turns off, and now says that we're now in 4 low as well. And to go back through those again, you just let it do its thing. Be patient with it because it's just an electric system working with a mechanical one. It's an absolute piece of cake. There you go, you're ready to rock and roll. So really easy, absolute piece of cake. And you can see on the actual dash there, so no more lights, that's all gone. So very, very simple, nice and easy to use. I'll just put that back in park for us. So standard handbrake on this one. Your USB and your AUX is just inside there. On the actual steering wheel itself, your Bluetooth controls are all up on here, your radio controls are all there. You do have your forward collision mitigation as well, so if someone slams on the brakes in front of you, this is going to help brake for you as well. Cruise control, everything else is all here too. Your headlights on these guys do have an automatic setting, so they're actually down here on the actual dash itself. So currently we're set to auto. Daytime, nighttime, morning, rain, hail, shine, whatever, they'll turn it on and off as they need to. Otherwise you can use your parkers and your headlights manually as well. Your blinkers and your high beams are still up here to make it real nice and easy for you, as well as your wipers just on the left hand side there too. As far as the door goes, so you've got all your window controls here, central locking, and your mirror adjustments are all there too. So really, really simple, nice and easy to use. Big fan of these cars, very big fan of them. Been around them for a little while, so I've been pretty lucky enough. Fuel release is just under there, and the bonnet one's there. I'm going to pop that, just try and do this one-handed because I want to show you it running. Up under that engine bay there too. Very clean, very tidy motor, that 2.8. That's what it is, there's a single battery in there too. But very, very nice car, very well looked after. So guys, look, thank you for watching the virtual tour. That actually concludes it right now. If there's anything that you can't quite see in the video or you want a closer look at, just let me know. I very much look forward to hearing your feedback soon. Thank you.